Romy Reiner experienced a profoundly traumatic moment when she became the first person to arrive at the scene following the tragic deaths of her parents, Rob Reiner and Michele Reiner. Family insiders and close associates have shared that Romy was the one who initially encountered the aftermath of the incident, a discovery that has undoubtedly left deep emotional scars on her and the entire family circle. The events unfolded in a way that no one could have anticipated, thrusting Romy into the center of a heartbreaking situation. As the daughter of the renowned filmmaker Rob Reiner, known for his iconic contributions to cinema, and Michele Reiner, who supported the family through various philanthropic and personal endeavors, Romy's life was forever altered by this devastating occurrence. Reports from those near the family indicate that she was the initial responder on the scene, meaning she was confronted with the immediate reality of the loss before anyone else. This kind of experience can have lasting psychological impacts, as suddenly facing the loss of both parents in such circumstances forces an individual to grapple with grief, shock, and confusion all at once. Romy, being part of a prominent Hollywood family, has grown up in the public eye to some extent, but nothing could prepare her for this personal tragedy. The Reiner family has long been admired for their close-knit bonds, with Rob often speaking publicly about his love for his children and wife. In the wake of the incident, attention turned to her brother, Nick Reiner, who was subsequently charged with murder. This development added layers of complexity to an already unbearable situation for Romy and any other siblings or relatives involved. The charges against Nick mean that the family is not only dealing with mourning but also the legal ramifications and public scrutiny that come with such serious allegations. Family tragedies like this often ripple outward, affecting extended relatives, friends, and even the broader community that admired Rob Reiner's work. Rob's legacy in directing classics and his activism in various causes made him a beloved figure, and Michele's quiet strength behind the scenes was equally valued by those who knew her. For Romy to be the first on the scene means she carries a unique burden of memory associated with that day. Psychologists often note that being the discoverer in such cases can lead to complicated grief processes, where the individual might experience survivor guilt, vivid recollections, or difficulty processing the events. Support systems become crucial, including therapy, family counseling, and time away from media attention. In Hollywood families where privacy is already challenged, maintaining boundaries during such times is essential. The story highlights how fragile life can be, even for those who seem to have stable, successful lives. Rob and Michele's marriage was seen as enduring, and their children, including Romy and Nick, were raised with values of creativity, integrity, and family loyalty. The contrast between their public image and this private horror underscores the unpredictability of personal crises. As investigations proceeded, details emerged slowly, respecting the family's need for space. Romy's role as the first arriver paints a picture of a daughter rushing to her parents' home, perhaps for a routine visit or in response to a concern, only to face unimaginable loss. This initial discovery likely involved calling emergency services, notifying other family members, and beginning the long journey of acceptance. In reflecting on such events, it's important to consider the human element beyond headlines. Romy, as a young woman navigating her own life, now has to rebuild while honoring her parents' memory. Tributes to Rob and Michele have poured in from colleagues and fans, celebrating Rob's directorial achievements and his passionate advocacy, as well as Michele's supportive role. The family's story serves as a reminder of the importance of mental health awareness, especially when internal conflicts escalate to irreversible actions. For Romy, moving forward will involve healing, perhaps through creative outlets inherited from her father or quiet reflection. The support from close friends and the industry community can provide some solace amid the pain. Ultimately, this tragedy affects not just the immediate family but resonates with anyone who has experienced sudden loss. Romy's experience as the first on the scene encapsulates the raw, unfiltered side of grief that few discuss openly. Her resilience in the face of such adversity will define her path ahead, as she carries forward the legacy of love and strength from her parents.